my channel. So today's video is a requested video. In the comments below, a lot of people ask me, not a lot, but a few people have asked me a comparison between these two products, the Blur Fudge Tint by Roman and Fixing Tint by Etude House. I got you, girl. So today I'm going to be talking about these two products, and we have a lot to talk about, a lot of swatching to do, and yeah, let's get with it. As you can probably tell from the intro and as requested, I've divided them into their shade similarities. So we have the pinks right here, we have the reds, we have the mauve colors, and we have the oranges. So I previously swatched these, and all four of these have some sort of coral or orange hue to it, which is similar to this, so I was quite surprised. But anyway, focus, buddy. And then we have the beige color, which stands by itself. There was no Blur Fudge Tint color that matched this one. But anyway, so I will not be reviewing this product, but I don't want to leave it out. It is this beautiful beige color, and yeah, give it some love. So starting off with the orange shades, this is shade number 1 in the Blur Fudge Tint, and I have 4 shades from Etude House's Fixing Tint. Let's do them in order of numbers. I have shades number 1, 2, 3, and 5. So I'm going to compare with the number 1 for the Etude House's Fixing Tint. So I'm gonna let this dry for a bit, but you can see we have a lot going on here. Well, as you can see, it's actually not that pigmented as much as I thought. I had to do 2 layers of these, but you can tell from the swatch that this definitely has more of a velvety texture when you apply it. It's a little bit more thick, whereas the Etude House Fixing Tint, they apply as a liquid, very wet, but it dries matte. These are turbo swatches. I'm swatching it from the side. I'm gonna add another layer of the number 1 Pomeloco because it's so light. There we go. I'm just gonna do it like this. For my previous swatches and experience, after using these products, the Blur Fudge does take a while for it to dry, so it's not completely dry right now. It takes about 10 minutes. Yeah, but that was like me running and exercising. I decided to just try it on to see how long it would take for it to dry. But anyway, you can see from the smudging, the Blur Fudge Tint is actually quite difficult to smudge. Once you apply it, it much stays there, which to me I think is an advantage, because when you want to do a gradient look, sometimes the colors just seem to mix together. But for this one, since it doesn't do that, it just stays where you want it to be. For the Etude House, it's a lot more easy to blend, so stays put where you put it as well. But it's just not as strong as the Blur Fudge Tint. The Blur Fudge Tint color is sort of like this blush pink orange color. So I'm going to compare all of these with this one. The number 1 in Etude House is a little bit brighter. Number 2 in Etude House, I would say, is probably the closest shade to this color. Pretty much the same, except it does have more hues of red. Number 3 in Etude House has more coral shades, and the last one has more pink shades. Okay, so that was a handful. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing, because we have like 4 shades to compare with versus only 2 shades. But anyway, I don't know, I feel like I'm confusing myself. Oh gosh. Whoa, look at that. They still have some pigmentation. Okay, so moving on to our mauve colors, we have number 6 and Mauvish, and we have number 8, Dusty Beige. I use this product quite a lot, and you can kind of see how the product it leaks on the side right here. I mean, I guess I could clean it up, but I'll do that later. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that because that does happen. So for this, the brush is quite stiff and it's quite thin. For the Fixing Tint, it's a little bit more bushy and a lot more flexible. the reflection, it is a little bit watery, but it will dry matte. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do one more with this. I'm not gonna blur it out because it just loses its pigmentation. This definitely does have a strong scent. It's kind of like this shea slash vanilla scent, whereas this one is kind of sweet with vanilla, but it's not that strong. When you open it, you can definitely smell this, but this one is a little bit more subtle. You have to get super close to it. Okay, so it's starting to dry, and I don't know about you, but yeah, they look pretty similar to me. The Etude House one is more like a mellow mauve color, whereas Romance, it's a little bit more bright. Next up, we have our pinks. This time I have 2 Roman lip shades and only 1 Etude House. Colors look very similar. They're kind of like pink reds, although you can definitely see the hues of pink underneath. But this one does look more like a mauve pink color. This would be like the undertone hue of this. I'm gonna swatch these two. I'm gonna swatch Cool Rose up here. I'm gonna go in Dusty Beige, which I did earlier, and just compare these two. This is a lot brighter than this, so that's why I put it together with these. We're gonna go in with our reds. We have Musky at number 3, number 6 and Soft Walnut. Got ourselves some brick red shades. Right off the bat, this has more hues of red, and this would have more hues of brown. I actually want to compare it with Rosiental. Let's check it out. It's more pink, but these two are reds, brown reds. So those are my swatches and review of these 2 products right here. Both have beautiful shades. At the end of the day, it all depends on what style you like, what is more comfortable to you, but they're definitely both really good products, really good formula. So that pretty much wraps up this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.